Milan. Hi, Cabello. Okay, so I'm trying again. One more time. Hopefully this time the network will be better. Cabello, please let me know if you can see me, if you can hear me properly, and then we can carry on. I hope a lot of you can hear Tswana as well. And then ke tla roba le Zulu. But I feel like re bua Sekgowa thata man. Hi Strike, yo bathong Strike ke a butaka guys. This friend of mine went with me all the way to Mozambique just to see where I'm from. Much love for you. Hi Tibato, it looks like the network is better. Hi Mama Eunice, hello. My favorite mother, we're talking polygamy today. I'd like to hear what you think. If maybe o ka dumella ntate ko ntlong tate le sejane a tse mosadi wa bobedi or not. Yo mama, I'd like to hear your views because tate le sejane o handsome. I think so maybe you can give them an opportunity. But dumelantle ne ke shebile the last video that we tried to do. And the network was terrible. But when I was listening to myself, I felt like yo ki bua Sekgowa thata yang. So I hope gantse ke latlhela Setswana re tlo utlwana and then ke tla roba le Sezulu mara e bua Sekgowa thata. Sawubona Musa Wenkosi. Oh, such a beautiful name. Welcome to everybody. We are unpacking polygamy. Yeah, so this was a much anticipated conversation that people asked me to do. Just to give a bit of background about myself, my name is Balisa Kotlisa Chemane. I have a YouTube channel where I encourage honest conversations, and it's called KC Uncomfortable Conversations. So this is part of KC Uncomfortable Conversations. For those who used to watch #Pillow Talk, unfortunately, it's not going to happen anymore because of reasons beyond us, beyond me and Ubusi. But yeah, maybe one day. But for now, we are very challenged. But people asked me to talk about polygamy because I am in a polygamous relationship and to unpack it and so we can engage and share. Mtogi, koposka kwala Sizulu sesi deep. Yabona manje ngikubamba ngci. Yo, guys, please don't write Zulu or Xhosa. I'm from Mozambique, so it's going to be very difficult to be able to read isiZulu noma isiXhosa, but I can try and speak isiZulu. Thank you again, my lady. I'm all ears to your lessons. Guys, ngiyabonga, and thank you for trusting me, you know. Thank you for trusting me with life things. You're looking wow, queen. Thank you, guys. I respect all of you, even though we're on a lockdown. But if I'm going to be here with you and have a conversation, I at least needed to look the part, you know. And so I pulled my hair up in a bun, and then guys, I'm a baby hair and ngafaka lipstick. No makeup because makeup is too much. Hi Mohau, hello DJ. Oh, by the way, guys, for those who don't know, we have a polygamous group on Facebook. It's called the Epitome of Polygamy, proudly South African, because what I've noticed is a lot of polygamy groups, they are very international. Kitako America, liko kai. So I figured you know, in South Africa we need such a group. So basically in the polygamy group, we just give support to those who are thinking about it, to those who are in polygamous relationships, and to those who have been asked to be part of a polygamy lifestyle. Nangu DJ Fire Ati, now we good. Hey Africa, hello Tandani. Hello my friend. So DJ Fire helps me with running the polygamy group. We also have a hi Puleng. Hello Khomotso guys, welcome. We also have a WhatsApp group So on the polygamy Facebook group, there is a link where you can join the WhatsApp group. Yeah, but in WhatsApp group, it's much more intimate. Also a safe space to get support, to be given advice, you know. It's more intimate, and there's a lot of people there that are actually in such a lifestyle, and they give great advice. I love being part of that group. It's like a little beautiful polygamous family. So I'm going to give a bit of background about myself in the polygamy lifestyle, so to put it. I am in a polygamous relationship. So we are not married. One king, two queens. How it started, when I met them, they were dating for 11 years. I first met the king. And then, you know, the king was like, yo, dude, I'm interested in you. You are beautiful. You are amazing. But from day one, he was honest. Wangitshela ukuthi nginomuntu, ngiyamthanda, angeke ngimshiye. But at the same time, I respect you as a lady, as a woman, as a queen. And I don't want you to be my side dish. I don't want you to be my secret. So as a starting point, we just started off as friends. We were like chatting the nights away, chatting the days away, getting to know each other. And then after like a good 6 months, he was like, Bali, kya go rata. But I also love the woman in my life. So, ngemvume yakho. Yeah, guys, I told you I'm going to try this Zulu. Ngicela ukuya ekhaya and ask the lady if she will be okay with you joining us. So the difference with them is they already had the polygamy conversation. Yeah, but the lady was aware that this guy is a polygamist at heart. That's why it was easier for him to go back and lean and say, I've met someone and I think she will be great to join us. Yeah, but having said that, the queen asked for time. I think she took about 4 months before she agreed. And so if friendship ran for almost 9 months, a year, yeah. Umfana engangithinti next until the queen gave the go ahead and said, I agree to Palisa joining us and we can try. Oh, ngiyabonga Thandani, you look so gorgeous, baby. Yes, ngoba ngiyanihlonipha, so ngezile. Out of respect for all of you guys, thank you so much. I'm on my own, so bear with me. Ngijwayele ukuthi ubusulana, you know, uyafunda, uyaresponda, so just bear with me because I'm alone today. I welcome all of you, Lerato, Nozipo, welcome guys. So that's how it went. And then eventually iqueen yavuma, iqueen maqeda ukuvuma. It was literally a one step at a time. And then only then me and the king started getting intimate and slowly building a relationship yami with the other queen. So even when we started, we didn't start off by communicating, me and the queen directly. You know, we started communicating via the king first. So I would be calling and then speak to the king, and then the king, and then I would say to the king, please say hi to the queen. And then the king would say, Upalisa uyabulisa. And then I would hear her in the background, to say hi, you know. And then eventually it came to a point where now mangfona, she would answer the call and she would speak to me first. You know, how are you? I'm okay. Sharp, sharp. And then she would pass on the phone to the king, you know. So it was a slow build up, okay? It's not an overnight thing where now we were like besties. No, it doesn't work like that. Hey, Ntsako, guys, Ntsako is my best friend. Stele says, thank you for looking beautiful for us. Ngiyanhlonipha, guys. Ngiyabonga. Thank you for noticing that I went out of my way to make sure ukuthi ngimuhle. Ngithi ngenze nama baby hair, guys. Yo, yeah. Evolving with the times. So yeah, please feel free to ask me any questions. But like I said, I am in a polygamous relationship. It's not a marriage. When I found them, they were They were dating already for 11 years. They added me. Now it's been a beautiful 2 years with them collectively. And so, yeah, this whole thing is like 13 years, but mina ngina 2 years ngene ngaphakathi. I wouldn't change it for anything. Was it an easy road to get to where we are? No. It wasn't an easy road. It's not a smooth riding type of situation. It requires a lot of patience. It requires honest conversations. Yo, guys, polygamy comes with a lot of uncomfortable conversations. So if you are not the type of person othanda ukukhuluma, othanda engage, then it's not for you. You know, it's not the type of lifestyle where you can just ulahlele izinto under the carpet and think things will just flow or things will just move. No, things moves because there are conversations happening, you know, and the king has to lead, guys. Your leadership skills must be on point, because the queens will fall apart because when you are failing to lead. First of all, remember, submission is not commanded. I forced. It's inspired. So through your leadership skills as a king, you are able to inspire submission from us. Ukuthi siklalele, you know, ukuthi sizwane. You know, and yeah, it takes a lot of conversations to get it to work. Mina ngiyayithanda, abantu abaningi bangibuza ukuthi why polygamy. I'm a lazy lover. Guys, welcome. Hey Kevin. Hi Jimwell. Jimwell. Today we are talking polygamy, and polygamy is not a stage for a threesome. And I'm saying this to you because siyawazi wena, wonke umuntu uyawazi la wena Jimwell. So yeah, guys, polygamy is beautiful for me because I am a lazy lover. I withdraw a lot, okay? Ngiyasithanda space sami. I love my individuality. I don't like to be possessed. I don't like to be controlled. Yeah, but I don't like to be confined. So polygamy gives me a taste of both worlds, where if I am absent, the other queen makes sure ukuthi our king is fine and our king is taken care of. Yabo? And also futhi ngoba ngihamba nabantu abadala, there are days and times where I can't engage in certain things because I need to focus on my spirituality. Yabo? So when that happens, I know ukuthi the other queen is there to take care of the king. Thirdly, guys, mina amateurs asendlini, I feel like it's too much. I can't do that every day by myself. Every day, no. I need help, and having another queen comes with that help. Buga, I've said it on my YouTube channel, or I think it was Busi who said it. Uguti, as women, we are so comfortable to have a stay-in nanny, right? Who helps with the house chores, who helps with the responsibilities around the house, cooking, cleaning, you know, making sure ukuthi yonke into iyahamba. Abanye oneni, they even go as far as, you know, dropping off our kids at school and fetching them. We are comfortable with that. But we are not comfortable with the idea of another queen. So what we said on the YouTube channel was the difference between a stay-in nanny and a second queen is that the nanny doesn't get the sexual pay, if I can call it that. You know, that's the only difference. And that is if your king hanyonyobeli the nanny. So if unyonyobela nanny, that means you are in an unspoken polygamous relationship and your household is running smoothly with the help of this stay-in nanny. So, difference in, you know, what we did was the system to take away who we are as Africans, ne? And bareta whatever that they want us to be. The idea of a stay-in nanny and made us to believe hore a second queen is what, demonic, wrong, it won't work, and all of that. So now, personally, I'm just like, instead of having a stay-in nanny, I'd rather have a second queen that can help me around the house, that can help me with the king when I'm not up to it, you know. And also that means I have a sister, I have a friend. If we've got A1, you know, the trust becomes better. Like, you can trust this person because you know you are both in love with the same person. So I don't know. Now uthandani ati, I'm too jealous, Bali. I don't think I can be able to suck up the fact that my man is being intimate with another woman and I know about it. So Thandani, basically what you're saying, my queen, is that you are okay with not knowing. Is that correct? So, because the fact that you don't know doesn't necessarily mean that your man might not go out of the relationship. Right? So I always say there are three kinds of women. There's your Thandani, who says, I don't want to know, and lives in that bubble. Yoguti, I am the only woman that my man is intimate with. Then there's a second woman, myself, who is saying, I don't want to live in a bubble. You know, I don't want to live a lie. I want to live an honest, realistic, transparent life. So I'd rather have a man whom I know has another woman and I know about it. I don't want to be in the dark. And behind my back. So yeah, and then there's a third woman who goes out of their way to dig, search the phone, you know, and find out if the man is cheating. And then when they do finally find out, they fight the other woman and they are happy every time they win. They're just happy that I won my man. Yo, guys, that's too much. That's not the way to live. So Mina, all I'm saying is, I think as a society, as Black people, as Africans, we need to start having these honest conversations. Because the reality is, I know a lot of guys that are living an unspoken polygamous lifestyle. They're just not telling their women, but I know guys who run ama households, I too, for 2 years, 3 years. I've got them in my inbox. They inbox me and they're like, Bali, I've been running 2 households for 2 years, for 3 years, and it's going smoothly, you know. But the only difference is that they are scared to come out. So what kind of a society are we? Because we are okay with lying. We are okay ngokunyonyoba. Why can't we be a honest society that encourages honest conversations? I don't get it. Usicelo uthi, have you moved in together yet? If so, how was the transition, queen? Okay, so our living arrangement is that when I met them, they were already living together. Nami bengine ndawem. So I decided not to move in because I felt like it's too early for me to move in. So what I do now is I visit them as and when the need arises, or yeah, we have our way of doing things. The plan though, Sikelo, is to move in the future, maybe 6 months, 5 months from now. And it's nangamanje nama lockdown now nje asifake khoneni. So but the plan is to move in and to stay with them and share the apartment with them. It's a 2-bedroom apartment, and then maybe stay there for like 6 months, and then after that move out to my own apartment, where now the king can come anytime, and the queen as well, depending on the situation. But yeah, for now we don't live together. I am looking forward to that transition. And I know it's not going to be a walk in the park, but what I'm happy with right now is that we have a healthy relationship with the queen. Yeah, and sometimes we gang up against the king, which is quite funny when that happens. Yeah, so yeah, Sanbonani, Dumelang. Hi, Pat. Yo. You know how much respect I've got for you. I look up to you with so many things. Thank you so much for joining. I'm humbled. Hey Abu. Oh guys. Abu is a special man in my life. Yeah, I won't get much into it. Thank you so much for joining in. So I'm looking forward to moving in. It's something that we have been talking about. Yeah, because I mean, right now the relationship is 2 years old. And that's all I've been doing is visiting them, and then now and then the king visits me, and me and my queen, of course, we've got our own activities. So for those who might be wondering, we are not in a polyamorous relationship. This one is a polygamous relationship. So what that means is I get intimate with the king alone. The other queen gets intimate with the king alone. Okay, we don't do threesomes. I don't get intimate with the other queen. So it's not, we are not polyamorous. We are polygamist. We are polygamists. Okay, polygamy. That's what we are. It's very respectful. Yeah, there are rules, there are protocols to be followed. We don't just do as we please. Okay, there's a lot of respect, and like I said before, there's a lot of conversations that happened. I love the queen. She is amazing. She grounds me, she humbles me. She's the calmer one and I am the loud one. So she has a way of nicely putting me in my place. So which works out very beautiful for our king. Yes, I know you are alive from Ireland. Oh, guys, international. Okay, Utandani Ngoyana, my question is, can a man love two or more women equally? My worry about this whole situation is that what if my man loves the second wife more than me? The love will never be the same, guys. The same way I believe that our parents don't love us the same. You know, like, I'll make an example of my mom. My mom, like the way aratang my brother Kate. When my brother walks into the room, my mother gets excited. I mean, old as my brother is, my mother, when my brother walks into a room, goes, Musimani wa mama, kuru wa mopoka, you know. And I understand. You know, so I understand why she gets so excited when she sees you know. And then when I walk into a room, yeah, later on she started saying Musitsana wa mama because I called her out on it, you know. But then I realized that mama harate kautwana, but it doesn't mean orata omong less, orata omong more. It's just that we mean different things to her. So it's the same even with being in a polygamous relationship. We mean different things to our king. The first queen, they've been together for 11 years before I came into the picture. So they've got their own kind of love. They've got their own history. They've got their own beautiful, unique connection. And Liena, we've got our own kind of love, our own beautiful connection. And me and the other queen are not in competition to see Hore Orata Mang Tata. Like, look, he doesn't fail us. Let's just put it like that. Now he doesn't fail me in the way that I require to be loved. You know, he got it right from the beginning and he's been consistent about it. And even when I speak to the other queen, I don't have complaints, you know. So if they are sorting it out amongst themselves. Because the other thing that we don't do is we don't, I would not discuss my own personal issues with my king, the second queen. You know, that makes the king looks inadequate, or that makes him look like he doesn't know what he's doing. If kinalili issues liena, it's between me and him sort it out behind closed doors. Libona habanalili issues tabona, they sort it out amongst themselves. Unless it's like a really hectic situation where sometimes they do ask me to intervene, or I do ask the second queen to intervene. You know, and we have a conversation amongst the three of us. Hi, Mamelo, welcome. Thank you for joining. Sabona Mandla, Sabona Baba Mandla. Respect, Babunkosi. Yeah. So, yeah, in a nutshell, that's the story of my life. So, Tandani, I hope I answered you. Ne? Amadoda, they are capable of loving 2 or 3 women at the same time and get it right. Like I said in the beginning, Lento Lena Ifuna a king with great leadership skills. Okay, so if you don't have that leyanto man to lead, you're going to fail. Because for the queens to get along, your leadership skills must be on point. Your leadership skills must be on point. And you must be consistent also in how you treat your queens, how you love them, you know. Yeah, so, but at the same time, I'm not saying Uguti, the king must be perfect. He's got his moments, you know, and when he's going through whatever that he's going through, we know what to do to get him back to the man that we know him to be. You understand? So, yeah. I don't know. Wena Thandani bengithi ngiyakuhlaza futhi ukuthi the way ungayifuni ngakhona ipolygamy, you throw away a good king. But anyway, story for another day. Okay, the other thing that I want to bring up, because nobody's asking me anything, is that as Africans, akhona amadoda that are asked to be polygamist by their ancestors. I don't know if you guys know this. It differs from family to family. It differs from culture to culture, right? But I'll make an example with a situation that is close to me, where somebody that I know, somebody in my family, is named after our great-grandfather. And our great-grandfather had 5 wives. So therefore, because this person in my family has been named after our great-grandfather, has to carry on with the legacy. So mega hamba ayohlola. I need to, guys, we are Africans, ne? For those of us abahlolayo, I don't mean to disrespect anybody mhlambe ongahloli, but like I said, this is a space for uncomfortable conversations. Mina ngiyahlola, I'm very rooted in ancestry and spirituality and connecting nabantu abashonile. Ngiyabahlonipha kakhulu. So thina masihamba siyohlola, it came out ukuthi this brother in my family has to take more than 1 wife to carry on with the legacy of our great-grandfather. And, you know, lento lena deep, guys, it goes as far as being told, if you don't do it, it's going to affect your blessings. Like, bangakhlutha yonke into, noma if you're still building yourself up, angeke bakuvulele ama blessings unless you do what they want you to do. So also amanye amadoda awazenzi, they don't just wake up and decide, oh, by the way, now I'm a polygamist. It's because they are required by their ancestors, they are required by their spiritual guides to be a polygamist. So I mean, the other day I got an inbox, Ugai Uti, he's always known Uti mele abe polygamist, right? And because na same thing, uhambile wayehlola bamtshela ukuthi no, you are required to take the second wife, and then izinto zakho zizohamba kahle, ama blessings azovuleka even more. He was okay, he could afford impilo. And then the wife refused, you know, and he says after a couple of months, literally izinto started slipping through his hands. You know, they found themselves in a financial crisis, yeah, because the wife said no. So also, as an individual, you might be required to be a polygamist, and because you don't even know that you are required by your ancestors to be a polygamist. So that's from a spiritual point of view, where sometimes amadloza yakforsta ukuthi mele ube polygamist, you know. So with me, it wasn't the case. Mina, it was a personal choice, and this personal choice obviously came from, you know, meeting a guy that is honest enough to say, Buga ngiyakuthanda, I want to be with you, I want to build a life with you, but I have a queen. But if you're okay with it, we can do this thing together. And I agreed, And to be honest, it's working for me. I love it. And I think the other thing is, I think I was born like that, because for as long as I can remember, in all my relationships, there was always another girl. And to be honest, it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me. I would stick around. I remember my second relationship, I shared this guy for 4 years, if not 5 years. Because deep down it didn't bother me. I was just hoping that mhlambe he might man up and say, guys, eating in Tatanoi too. But unfortunately he didn't. Yeah, but so yeah. Yo guys, bear with me. I am so used to having my co-host here and Ayeko, so I'm on my own. Upet is asking, so are you guys allowed to have other partners on the side? Definitely not. This is not a polyamorous relationship. It's a polygamous relationship. So polygamous means one king and two queens. And then when a polyandry where it's one king, it's one queen and multiple kings. So I'm in a polygamous relationship. We are not allowed to have partners outside of the relationship. I do not get intimate with the other queen. We do not have a threesome. If you want to have open relationship and be intimate within the relationship, all three of you, then that's called polyamorous. So I am in a polygamy. Yeah. DJ Fire, Uti, love is never a competition. When I was a player back in my young days, I would cheat on my woman. When I'm with her, I would miss my side chick like crazy. Then I would make a plan to see her after I'm with the side chick. Then I would miss my other woman again. So as a man, it is never a competition. It's just love. It has no limit or rule. I guess that answers Tandani's question to say, is a man capable of loving two women? Mina, I am living proof. I'm in a relationship. It's been 2 years. It's been great. This name, I hope I'm saying it right. Ezenwa. I hope I said it right. Ezenwa says, yes, polygamy is cultural and our culture is nature. Yeah. Hey, Ezenwa, you're going deep when you say our culture is nature. You are giving birth to another episode within polygamy, So because we're going to do this every second week on a Wednesday, we'll cover how, polygamy is connected to nature and. So look out for that one. Thank you so much for that point. Uchimwel Uti, would you both allow him to bring a third queen in the picture if he asked? Absolutely. Guys, for me, the more the merrier. Like I said, I'm a lazy lover. So, for me, it's the more the merrier. But both queens must agree. So I'm speaking for myself, Mina. I'm saying, if a man can handle it, he can bring number 3, 4, Larkaba 5. You guys, when I think polygamy, I see a beautiful empire. I see a big yard like Nkandla, and each queen has their own little compound. That's what I see. Well, that's my dream. So, yeah, in a big yard like that, we need more queens to be able to run the household. So I would definitely agree. You're saying the bitter truth. Well done. Yes, Ezenwa, I know, hey. And a lot of ladies do not want to have this conversation. But the reality is a lot of men are in unspoken polygamous relationship, guys, whether we like it or not. Mm-hmm. I know a king that has 2 queens. Same apartment. The other ones are on... The first queen is on a city 1009. And then the second queen, 1011, 1010, yeah. So omunye u upstairs, omunye u downstairs, same block of flats. The other queen knows, the other one doesn't know. So yeah, and they've been doing this thing for almost 4 years now. So Mina, I'm saying, let us start having honest conversations and saying, I'm not bashing in monogamy, and I'm not saying it's wrong, and I'm not saying It's not working for everybody. But I'm saying a lot of people that think that they're in a successful monogamous relationship, if you go inside, deep inside, a lot of the times it's a lie, guys. And because Mina, I've opened a platform, yokuthi sikhulume nge-polygamy, I'm finding that a lot of kings trust me enough to come into my inbox and say, Bali, you are on to the truth. You are on to an uncomfortable conversation. But how do we move forward from here? You know, how do we move forward? Really like the kind Africanism and practicing it to the fullest, and your gift makes it easy and simpler. Oh, thank you so much, Mzolo. So yeah, to be honest, Mzolo, yazi, it's not for the faint-hearted, but it can work. Yeah, but especially if you are in love with the idea. I always say, ungayforce polygamy. If you are true to yourself and you say, look, it won't work for me, don't go for it. The other mistake that other women do is they go for it because ubaba uyaifuna. Guys, if it's not who you are, please say no. You must be in love with the lifestyle. It's a preference, it's a lifestyle. You must see it in your head. You must feel it inside of you. Uguti, I want a second queen in the house. I want somebody that can help me. I want a sister friend, you know. Guys, welcome to those who've just joined us. Welcome. I saw Orisin somewhere there. Welcome, welcome. Utandani. Utandani kills me, bruh. Utandani at a woman. I'm not good at sharing. I've tried, but I just couldn't. To me, it's like I'm in a competition. So you're okay with not knowing what your man is up to? Because, guys, there's no guarantee that your man won't go out there. Guys, I mean, can I be honest? I don't think men are wired to be with one woman. Like, I don't think they are wired like that. That is why amantombazana mawahlangene, 80% of our conversation, we are talking about cheating. Is that the life we want, guys? We need to overcome this thing and be true to ourselves. Untabi saying, hey girl, story of my life. Untabi saying, please share your story. What's happening? I'd like to hear your story. Please share with us if you are comfortable. But if utagegile, guys, I do give support on my inbox. We've got a polygamy group called the Epitome of Polygamy. We've got a WhatsApp group as well. So Mina, all I'm doing is I'm creating platform for us to have these conversations and for people to get support. And also what I hate is that, you know, when you are a polygamist, you have to explain yourself more than a person in a monogamous relationship. We are required to sound smart and intelligent about why we're in polygamy. Abantu basibuza ngama economical ntontoni. Guys. Nah. Guys, welcome, Sanbonani. Hey, Kabelo. Hey. Yo, I'm going to call you Bara because your first name sounds so complicated. Utanani Uti, if the first queen didn't approve you joining the relationship, were you going to continue the relationship with the guy secretly? No. Bona Tandani, I am a queen. I am a lady. I love myself. I value myself. And what made me fall in love with this guy is that naye begang hlonipha from day one, you know. And so that's why he never touched me until the other queen agreed. So if the queen had said no, I would have walked away. I was ready to walk away from the beginning when he said, I have a woman, you know. But he was like, no, wait. Let's see where this connection is going. I will not take advantage of you. You will not be a secret. You will not be my side dish. And that's what made me continue chatting to him. So yes, I hope nipendulile tandani. Actually, topic is serious compared to the ones we used to have about sex. But anyway, we'll bring those back. Upet ati, they are not wired that way, vele. Besides, the ratio is just not balancing. Guys, I'm a ya shota. Abanye they gay, and you know I love my gay people. Abanye they in jail. abanye they are street adults, you know. So to be honest, ladies, saying you want your man all to yourself is a little bit unfair when we look at the ratio that Ospet is talking about. So re basadi ba bang ba guys ba etse jwang? Ba servisiwe ke mang, ba jewe ke mang. You know, rona as basadi, we want to belong. We want to be loved. We are emotional beings. So you can imagine, you know, Musadi Osnang a place where, you know, she gets spoiled. Yeah? During that time of the month, guys, it's the most sensitive time for us. We need love. We need you know. Hi guys, sharing is caring. Hey Daisy, welcome. I don't buy that. Guys, men are not wired like that. And okay, as let's get real. If one man was supposed to be with one woman, and we believe in this creator that is perfect, we believe in the universe and how it never gets things wrong, right? Why Rishota? Like, why? There are more females than there are males. Everywhere you go to church, there's more females. You go everywhere you go, Ebumnandini, there are more females. So, guys, creation itself leaves a lot of question marks that, you know, when we are true to ourselves, we should be asking ourselves and saying, but in all honesty, lento sifunayo singabafazi, is it doable? Is it possible? Angazi. DJ Fire Ati, cheating is a lot of work, too much energy wasted. It is. And you know, some men, guys, akekho umuntu ovukayo athi mina ngifuna ukuganga nje ngisokolisa umuntu wami. I don't think so. You know, it's nature. It's who they are. So, and then Tina Futi, we don't even want to have the conversation. You know, some women are not even willing to have the conversation. Can we at least have the conversations with our kings? Can we at least have the conversation with our men? You understand? As opposed to just brushing it off completely without even giving it a chance to umlalele. I mean, for me to buy into the idea, I gave that king a chance to explain himself, you know, and to share his vision with me. And I fell in love with the vision itself. I fell in love with how he was explaining to me, how is it going to unfold? And the truth of the matter is it's beautifully unfolding. It's beautifully unfolding. So, angazi ladies, I'm just saying, let us be true to ourselves. I think we owe ourselves to be true to ourselves as women. And we can't keep sweeping this conversation under the carpet and hoping that it will go away. It's not going to go away. You know, there's a lot of cheating that is going on. And now it's not even just the men, it's women as well. And women are doing it out of frustration. They're doing it out of anger. They're doing it out of trying to prove that they can do twice as much as the men can do. And in that, we are losing it as a society. You know, it's so nice when you're a queen and you just own that queenship. And when you're a king and you just own that kingship. So Konamanja, we are all pulling in different directions because we are trying to prove we know it all. We know how this life should be unfolding and. But I'm saying, can we start with conversations? And that's why I started a YouTube channel, because I was just like, let's start having honest conversations. Oh, mame, women, at least allow your men to explain history sakhe ukuthi uthini kahle kahle. Guys, imagine if we women started the conversations from the beginning, you know, where we ask umuntu ukuthi, would you consider polygamy? I think that answer will also tell you what you're getting yourself into. Because Konamanja, I'm hearing also a lot of women are saying, hey, a man must start the conversation from the beginning. How about we just take the power that we already have as women, and on a date, just ask, would you consider polygamy? And that will tell you ukuthi umuntu wakho uwired kanjani. And umtshele ukuthi we're just having a general conversations. I just want us to get to know each other before siya phambili. Because unfortunately it is reality. Amanye amadoda, they start off cheating and only to become serious with the second woman and build a household. And then when you find out, maseka feel ukuthi, hold up, there's 2 households. Is that what we want? Simply because we are not willing to have honest conversations. Sisaba ini. Why are we so scared to have the conversation? Uthandani uti, laughing out loud, there's shortage because you all do wrong position during sex. There are positions to score for a baby boy. Inbox me, I'll give you guys tips. Yo, I was not ready for that one. Guys, nyamuza uthandani. Ati, anganceda. Guys, flock to Thandani's inbox. Umzolo uti, honest truth is needed indeed to rebuild our Africanism. I absolutely. I just feel like as Africans, we've lost our ways. We've lost who we are in so many things. So if we can just start by, having the conversations first to get understanding, to get clarity of isebenza kanjani lento le before we throw it out completely. We are so quick to say, it's not going to work, without even wanting to engage in conversations. So Mzolo, thank you for that one. I agree with you. Ntabi saying, I've made peace with the fact that you will never find Mugai ali single, ne? And I think Kibati, or I don't know if I should say Kilaki, that I'm always approached by guys. I'm always approached by guys who are in committed relationships or married. And like now, I am so damn in love with this guy with all my heart. But the thing is, I know I can't have him. And we've been together for 2.5 years. Yo, guys, they break my heart. And the reality is, there's a lot of these stories. Guys, allow me to go in a little bit deep, ne? Yazi kunalama situation la ukuthi indoda ne ithole a second queen, right? And you find that this man was not such a great man at home. Ladies, please tell me if you've never experienced this, where your man is not so great at home, something is just not right, ne? And then all of a sudden, it's like a brand new man walks through the door and you're like, what happened to him? He's more kind, he's more apologetic, he's more romantic and sweet and. But tutoluguti, the change in him, ipumagupi, outside. So the conversations that he's having with this woman, the activities that they're doing together with this woman is shifting something in him that makes him a better man. But you don't know about it. Ngala, ponder on that. And if anybody has such a story, please share with me. Ntabi saying, situations are already ngata. Mami, na. Let's see if batho baka heka inbox yak. Yeah, shock. I'm dealing with these situations where a man is saying, Bali, I wish I could just come clean. But I'm scared that when I come clean, I'm going to lose the first queen. Said. Marina manyonyoba guys gyahana. And I personally think that it's in a man's nature to love more than one queen. Again, this answers Thandani. But if you were to ask a man in the comfort of your home this question, the man will say no. You know why, queens? Because by saba. Amadoda ayasisaba. Because we are okay with surface talks. How are you going to build if you're not having honest conversations with your partner? Guys. Ntate Molefe, point editing, it's very important. And it's the truth, whether women would like to admit it or not. Men are capable of loving two women at the same time, even 3, even 4. Now, my great-grandfather had 5 wives. I was blessed to experience so many grandmothers. You know, at some point at work, when I say my grandmother has passed away, they kept saying, whoa, 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 whoa. When there's a grandmother that passed away. And because, yes, you know. Colin, hi Colin. Colin says, so much is going on, and I think honest conversations will build proper relationships. Me, I don't want to live with my woman in the same place. We must be living in separate houses. Hey, guys, you see, look at this man. This man is saying, I will love you, I will support you, you'll be my woman, but I don't want to live with you in the same space. So automatically, we can all tell Hori, Colin is a polygamist at heart. He wants to have his own space, head office, and then where, you know, the queens can visit him as and when he wants to be visited. But then again, guys, a man must be deserving. Like, uskatlaga manyala, and then obonana, or you can run a polygamous relationship. You must be deserving in your actions. You know, you must be deserving in how you love us, how you treat us, you know, le provision, okay? It's not all about money, but collectively, we must be able to make things happen. Oh, there was an inbox that asked me, so how does it work with finances? We have one joint account, and then each person has their own account where, yeah, you get like an allowance from the main joint account, which is quite nice. That's the one thing I fell in love with when I joined them. I found them having a joint account, Bang Eda, and then, yeah, it's quite nice. Tandani, why is that? Okay, so Tandani is asking Colin. Colin, please answer Tandani, but I think Colin is a polygamist at heart. Kamuhelo, Thokoza Kok. Nyaklonifa, nhlonifa abantu abadala, kuyawuhlonipha le wena lesedi khanya, Kamak. Hello, Silo. Hi, Silo. Hey, Silo. Yo, guys, my brother is here. Hello, Neto. Thank you for the love and support. Yeah. You are allowed to say what you think about polygamy, by the way. Welcome, Lucy. Yes. Welcome, Tate Morena. Morena waka kuhlomphile hle. So, guys, I think just to wrap it up, I am opening up platforms for us as Black people, for us as Black queens, for us as Black kings to start having honest conversations. We are not going to build ourselves as a nation if we are going to keep on having amasaface talks, namasaface conversations. You know, think back to the way sikhule ngakhona. Our parents never wanted to talk, guys. And a lot of us, we found ourselves in sticky situations because abazali bethu, they didn't want to have those uncomfortable conversations. You know, I mean, some people got pregnant because you know, so by the time the guy penetrates you and say, you don't even know what they're talking about because this conversation was never had ending. All they said was stay away from the boys. And in all honesty, the more they said to us, stay away from the boys, the more we wanted to see, ukuthi abafana bapheteni. You know, remember that little activity that we used to do in primary schools where we would show each other our private parts at toilet? It was exactly that because nobody was saying anything, you know? So I just feel like we can really grow and we can really claim who we are. We can really own the space that we should be owning as Africans, provided we are willing to have honest conversations. You know, I'm glad that my brother is here because I said to him the other day, if you are a polygamist, as soon as you get a girl on the first date, come clean. On the first date, come clean and say, Lalela, I am a polygamist at heart. or I'm interested in polygamy, or from a spiritual point of view, Idloslami expect me to be in a polygamous relationship. Come clean. Yes, you might not want to add the second queen immediately, but let this woman know that in the future, guys, there is a possibility of a second queen being added. So that naye umugel must go inside knowing what are the possibilities that there might be a second queen in the future. And I am talking to the kings now. If you know it's something that you might want to do, come clean in the beginning. Don't leave it for 2 months, 3 months, when the girl is now ridiculously in love with you, and then only now you want to say, oh, by the way, Mina, my spiritual guides or my ancestors expect me to be in a polygamous relationship. That's not fair. In all honesty, that is not fair. Hello, Mahau. Hello, you're blowing kisses. Thank you. So, guys, we've decided that we will do this every second week on a Wednesday. I think 10 works. Ngoba in 9 iyalile. Even the network was just not coming together at 9. So I think we will do this every second Wednesday, 10 p.m. So I'm not going to change the day, the time. I'm not going to change the day unless angazi. For as long as we are on lockdown, let us use this time to have these honest conversations. Let us use this time to engage so that we can come out. We can come out. We can come out. We can, like. Let us use this time to really have these honest conversations. So, Mina, for as long as we are on lockdown, I am willing to host and do this live feed specifically for polygamy every second week on a Wednesday at 10. We come together, we engage. Mhlambe, today you didn't know what to ask me, but maybe you can go think about it. For some of you, maybe if you were watching with your partner, this gives you an opportunity to have a conversation around polygamy, and then you can come back and ask questions or, anything that you might want to add on. Because I think Sisonke Lana, we just want to learn, Oh, but Tandani our second week, why not every Wednesday? Okay, we can do it every Wednesday. Look, there's a lot to unpack on polygamy. There is a lot. Nami, I'm doing my own research, especially from a spiritual point of view. I'm doing a lot of research, especially from a cultural point of view, so that, as and when we are having these conversations, I can just say more and more and more. I right now am teaching from my own personal experience. So Nami, I need to up my game, and hopefully I'll end up on my international stages talking about this, because I feel there's so much richness inside polygamy, and we need to bring that back, and if it means I start, then so be it. Again, I'm a spiritual being, so I've been chosen to do this, and I'm gonna do it. Okay, so uthandani uti every week. So the plan was, I wanted to set aside a day just for polygamy. That's why I was saying every second week, and then I was gonna do another live feed for other topics, But it's okay. We can do it every week on a Wednesday, and then we just touch on different topics. But now polygamy will just be like a continuous topic. I think that will work. DJ Fire Uti, we're so blessed to have you. Thank you for this. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for everybody that joined in. So I'll leave it at that. Uti, we will do it every Wednesday at 10 o'clock. So every Wednesday, 10 o'clock, we meet and we have uncomfortable conversations. If you want to follow me I am Lady P Chemani on Facebook. I've got another account which is Kotlisa Majaha because sometimes this other one is full, but I do tag Kotlisa Majaha, so just share the info to anybody who wants to follow me. I am on Instagram as Queen Tatesh Second. The name has a beautiful history, by the way. Google that, Katesh. It's Qetesh, and then that's a topic for another day. It's a very sexual topic because Katesh is a sexual goddess from Egyptian times, and my partner actually gave me that nickname. So yeah, Kifila, I see you just joined us. I'm out. That's it for the day. We shall meet again next week, Wednesday. Next week, Wednesday, we carry on with polygamy. We shall go deep, discuss it more in depth from a spiritual point of view, from a cultural point of view. Okay. And also what I will do is I'll break down the different types of, because I see there's a bit of confusion. So I'll explain polyandry, I'll explain polyamorous, I'll explain polygyny, I'll explain them all in detail. They've got open relationship rules in there where the partners are allowed to go and experience people outside of the relationship. So we'll get into all of that next week. So Kifila, thank you so much. Hopefully next week you'll be on time, 10 o'clock every Wednesday. African, those who are in an unknown polygamy relationships, they must invite you to mediate for them. You are good at this. I know there's a show like that. I probably wouldn't mind doing it, but it would be a sacred private session. It's something that I wouldn't want to televise. I don't think we should televise such. It's a very sensitive topic, and it can get very painful, especially for the first queen, who just gets surprised in the middle of marriage ukuthi ubaba ufuna a second woman. And that's why I'm saying to the kings, and I plead with you, please have this conversation at the beginning. On the first date, tell your woman that there's a possibility that you might consider having a second woman. We are trying to build the nation, and we are trying to clean up the mess that we find ourselves in, especially when it comes to cheating. Guys, cheating is painful, and it's one of the things that we can get into and talk about, as one of the topics, one of the Wednesdays. But cheating and it's unfair. It's something that I wouldn't wish on anybody. So we're not saying we will be able to get rid of all these problems, but we say we can at least move in a much nicer direction. One of the topics that are close to my heart is conversations with our children. Because when I look back, and I'm not saying Mama didn't do a good job with me, but when I look back, we really could have had honest conversations, and I could have been saved from a lot of things, So that's one of the topics that I'd like to also touch on when we have another engaging session. So from myself, Balisa Kotlisa Chemani, I'd like to say thank you so much. Yantanda, Yanshonipa, and I value each and every one of you. If I didn't call out on your name, as you know, I used to do this with another queen, but for reasons beyond our control, she's not going to be able to join me in these live feeds, so I'll be doing them alone. So also for me today, it was a get the feel and see if you can handle this. But thank you so much. Like I said again, Yantana Nyanhlonipa, Namaste. I recognize the spirits that you guys carry, and I hope that you also recognize the spirit that I carry. So until next week, Wednesday, stay at home, please. We want the lockdown to end. Nami, I miss my family. I miss my polygamous family. So I can't exactly go see them because of the lockdown. So you can imagine what that is doing to my heart. AMA video calls are not enough. I'm missing the human touch and the physical. Don't. So please stay safe so that we can all get out of the situation and go back to impilo esijwayele. And if you've noticed, I didn't say normal, because we don't want to go back to normal. We need to come out, sishintshile, sikhulile, you know. In other episodes, I'll also touch on, you know, healing. I'll touch on connecting to the inner self. I'll touch on spirituality, because all these things are connected. You know, you can't be in a polygamous relationship if awupholanga, if umoya wakho awuvulekanga, if you are not okay within yourself. Even in a monogamous relationship, you know, some people walk into relationships and they betwele, and that's why then relationships becomes hurtful and painful and all these ugly things. So we are going to talk about a lot of things, and I just want to say thank you so much for allowing me in your space. Tandani, I love you too, babes. I love everybody. Ntate Molefe, I'm signing out. Nyantanda, again, stay home until they can declare that we are free of COVID-19. I think I prefer to say COVID-19. Peace, guys. Love you. I'm out.